We're gonna paint this winter scene with oil. Let's start thinking about their composition, because right now, look at the reference. It's only have a small space over here, have the white space, right? The light area, which is the center of this painting. And we want to crop off maybe some area on the right side. I don't really need that much. Maybe the bottom, we're gonna crop a little bit off. So we're gonna, let's play with the composition. I'm gonna take any color you want and let's think about it. Maybe that whole white space is in here, about this much. Like that. And then the tree coming up over here. And so this is the tree, large tree at the front over here, right? Like that. So give a little bit less space. And they have a little tree over here in the back. That's fine. And the path is coming, enter into the view like this. And here you go. I want to spend more time, as much time as you have in the composition step. Okay. Yeah, maybe you can do it slower. Okay, don't worry about. Okay, so all now, when you're thinking about the composition, you think about the shapes. I'm gonna give a little bit more like this. The tree coming up over here, maybe slanted angle like that. I'm gonna have a few tree on the back over there, like that. Here you go. Yeah. Lakshmi, your questions really make me think about the way of how I'm going to use my space. So I'm going to plan on that maybe a month later. I need to working on that, preparing for that. Okay. Okay. Now have a little shape over here, maybe a little bit lower over there. And that's a little bit lower, like that. Think about a composition here. And there is some shape over here. There's the tree. Can move the tree a little bit lower. Okay, like that. It's all about planning your whole painting layout. So not just one particular object. Okay, like that. Okay, I think it's very much the way I want it. So let's apply some color, right? Let's blocking out some shapes. I'm still going to using the my fan brush. I'm going to mix a little bit brown orange color. I already have some color over here. I'm going to make it a little bit darker. I have a little blue. Okay, a little blue. Like that. Here you go. I'm going to have the color over here. Yeah, have some darker color over here. I'm going to that quickly covering some dark space. Okay. Just think about the big shape. The big shape. Have a little bit like that. Just think about the fan brush. Sometimes you use the size, sometimes you use the whole width, right? It's just the same thing that we're using the flat brush for watercolor. Okay, like that. Here you go. And okay, brush over the trunk, tree trunk over here, like that. That's good. Now we're covering this side. You don't want to go it too thick at this step. Okay, I'm gonna have a little bit red coming on this side. Okay, over here, I'm gonna have some color coming down up over here. Okay, as long as you're not painting too thick, and it will be fine to have some light color integrated. Otherwise, you're gonna painting feeling kind of like a start very thick, and then you're feeling kind of you're painting on the butter. Okay, the butter over the butter. That's not gonna make you feel easy. Okay, to give any definitions. Okay, here you go. Now I'm gonna blocking out some of the shape. I'm gonna also have something over here. Set the tree over here like that. Make it a little bit expressive. Go for what you want at this point. Just put it on, and then don't worry about that all the details, because you can do the details pretty easily a little bit later. Okay, now I'm going to also have a little bit the feel kind of a yellow orange color. Okay, I like this color. You can have this kind of color over there. That's not really that much green. I'm gonna take a look. I probably gonna exaggerate that color. I'm gonna have a little light. I'm gonna put that a little yellow into this little red. Okay, something over here, maybe a little green, like this. Perfect. There, here we go. Now I'm gonna put some color over here. That's like that. Just put it on, and don't worry about the small details. I'm gonna have it be sensitive of the color. Okay, that's good. And I'm gonna have a little bit red. I'm gonna take a little red over here. I can see a little red color over here too. Kind of interesting, like that. And a little bit, okay, a little bit of this green color over here too, like that. And then I'm gonna come back to have some gray color. I'm gonna take the white, mix into there's gray color over there. There's a little gray color. Just gonna make it a little lighter. Now I'm gonna painting around over here. I'm gonna get rid of maybe even more white. Okay, here we go. A little bit more white. I'm gonna deduct that some of the. I'm gonna have integrated some of the light shade into it. Here you go, like that. This is good. Okay, have a little bit more white shade. Also, integrate like this for now. This is interesting, right? Also, a little bit shade like that. Okay, and then have some white shade in the sky, so you don't need to have one color going all over the places. Right now, just get a very, very quick layout. Okay, making sure you're getting the color in here and make a nice impression. Okay, here you go. Like that, maybe a little gray color over here too. And I'm going to have a little bit light color over here too. Lots of those things we can repaint over. Don't worry. Try to get a nice impression. Okay. And what they say is, if it's a good painting, it will look like a good painting at any step. That what that really mean is that the balance, you always get it always from the beginning. Okay. At every step, you gotta have the balance. I'm gonna have a little bit lighter color over here. See that? I'm gonna start throwing some thicker paint into the canvas. Here you go. Like that. A little bit light color over here too. Okay, that's good. A little bit more like that. That's good. Now I'm gonna painting into, there's a little white snow at the footer of this, and don't think too much about the more think about the shape. Okay, even though when I describe it, I have to describe what area I'm painting, but when you're painting, you want to think more about, oh, how I'm going to have the shape working together, make it look interesting. Now we're looking at the row area. I'm going to think about, could be this color. Okay. See that? It's very easy to capture that color. Here you go. And coming up and disappear into the curve. That's beautiful. Here you go, like that. Right, the color very thin. use the dim color as much as you can, right? Now I'm gonna coming down over here. This I think is too straight. I'm gonna make it a little bit curve, a little bit something interrupting. Okay, you don't want to have it too straight. Okay, that's good, like that. And on this side, I'm gonna paint a little bit brown color. I'm gonna take the yellow and a little bit red and take a look if this color is right. And it's very much, right? Very much the color. I'm gonna spread it a little bit and that give a little warmness of the color. And also over here too, and maybe a little bit more red. Okay, take a look at that. It's so easy to make it too dark everywhere. So I'm gonna make sure that have enough variety of value range in different area of the painting. Okay, there you go. Use a little Gamsol. So here you go. Have the color spread that thinly, but all over the place. That's good. Like that. That's good. Right on the side over here. And have a little bit brown this color. There you go, a little bit warmer, like that. Okay, coming over, like this. Okay, that's good. And I'm gonna have a little bit gray color. And the road, I'm gonna have a little bit gray color. Take a look at that. This will be very good. Let's take a look on this side. A little bit more. Here you go. Okay. There you go. That's good. Give a little detail over here. That's good. That give it enough at this point. Okay, like that. Some enough. There you go. That's good. Add a little bit darker color. Also underneath over here. A little bit more cooler color. So I'm gonna need a little bit blue. There you go. Coming up like this. That's good. Now on the other side, I'm gonna have also have a little gray color. Suggest the separation over here. And I'm gonna have the white snow on the top. That will be a little bit later. Here you go. That's good. All right. I think the whole area, the whole painting already have enough good suggestions of the separation of different values. But now we're going to work on this bunch. This area is different from the area in the back over there, right? This is actually, there's some trees coming up over here that is a little bit closer to us, which is we haven't separated that yet. So we're going to take this little bit gray color coming over here. We're going to make this feel like this whole area is closer to us. And that impression is start from in your mind before it's going into the canvas. So you have to feel like, okay, this is in front of us. How we can make it look in front of us? So you have to try a little bit harder and try to convince yourself. If that doesn't really convince you, it's difficult to convince your audience. I'm gonna make this a little bit more, a little bit closer to us. Like I have a little bit different color overall, a little bit gray, right? And over here, I'm gonna have a little bit gray color over here too. I'm gonna get the white color, get a little bit this gray, cool gray color. I'm gonna put it over here. Here you go. Have something over here coming like that. That's good. Now make this a little bit different tone than the color behind this. So now I'm going to take a look over here. This have a little bit light brown color. I'm gonna put this a little bit light brown color. Here you go. I'm gonna have this shape a little bit bigger. Coming down over here. That's good. A little bit darker. Here you go. Okay, a little bit blue color. Here you go. Like that. You can mix that color right on your canvas. You don't have to pre-mix them. Okay, get the red color. Coming over here. That's good. And the bottom over here, have a little bit warm. Here you go. That's good. Okay, let's see. And that's definitely create some separation already. This is one a little bit more exclusive value shape, like over here. Right, now I'm going to have some separation with the color in the back. I'm going to have a little bit more cooler. Okay, I'm going to have this just with the blue, little bit blue color, like that. I'm going to try it. I'm going to exaggerate a little bit. Now I'm going to see from here. Now you see that the color over here, a little bit more in the back. Here you go, like this. There you go. I'm going to add that. See, here you go. The color cutting in here. Now, by looking at the color grouping, we talk about some member in the landscape and figures. We talk about the design theories. So similarity is one of the things, right? Now, by having a different color in common, like the back over here have a little bit more blue color, and they would definitely would actually suggesting that it's two different distance. Hopefully that would help. At least this the evil plan, right? I'm gonna have a little bit light color over here. I guess that is see a little bit texture. Also create a little bit more sharper detail, sharper contrast. Let's see. Just use the corner of this brush, just a few here. Here you go. You can create that. As we are going for the balance, going for the ideas every step, and that's how we can create the balance, as we maintain the balance or create or improving the balance at every step. And that's why the painting always can look good in every step, not just when you finish. Okay, it should be all the way, start from the beginning all the way to the end. Is every step you can stop your painting at any time, and then the painting still looks like, oh, can be say finished, right? I'm gonna have a little white color over here. That's the sky. I'm gonna top over here. A little white over here. A little white color over there. And this is exactly how you would paint when you are outdoor. And it's very similar. Just go for the balance, finding how you're going to rearrange the information. Okay, over here, have a little bit see-through, the back over here. That's good. Like that, I'm going to keep giving a little bit suggestions over here. That's good. As the front over here. We're going to add a little details, but focus on how you're going to arrange the larger shape, larger color. I'm going to make a little thicker color over here. And for the feeling of the snow bank, the snow shape, here you go. Coming over here, like that. A little bit over here too. Oh, I love it. Okay, just keep it like that. And a little bit shape over here. And maybe have a little snow in the middle of the road, like that. Okay, a little snow over here on this side. So it looks like a little light shape on the back. I'm gonna have a little light shape, maybe keep a little light shape over there. Okay, like that. That's good. Now I'm gonna come to the front over here. It's gonna give a suggestion for the snow. There you go. Just drag on some a little bit thinner, make it a little bit different kind of shape. Okay, that's good. Like that. And here you go. Okay. Have a little bit, still seeing the color underneath. So make it feel like snow covering. How's that? That's pretty good. I know, I always answer my own questions. No one answer my questions. Okay, a little bit over here. Here we go. And now a little bit softer in the back over here. And here you go. Okay, here we go. That's good. Okay. And also in the bottom over here, before I put the white color, I'm gonna put a little bit dark blue-green color. And that color look like. So I'm gonna take the blue color first. And I'm gonna have some yellow. That's definitely very bright, too bright. I'm gonna have some red color, the same color mixing principle and theory. So I'm gonna have, actually this color is great, putting it somewhere a little bit over here, a little bit more yellow, a little bit lighter. Here you go. I can see a little bit lighter color over there. That's interesting. And also I can see the color over here too. I'm gonna have that a little bit yellow. Have a little color over here too. Maybe not so bright. I'm gonna have maybe a little bit red color into it. Okay, here you go, like that. And I'm gonna continue mixing a little red, making it a little bit darker, like that. That's a much darker color. And here you go, a little bit of the green color, and this is the green color over here. And I'm gonna have a little bit bluish. I'm gonna coming over here, making this color coming in, mix that a little bit, and have a little bit red. Okay, here we go, like that. Okay, that's good. Now from here, and we're gonna continue developing into a smaller shape, right? All right, let's put things into shape quicker. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna use a smaller brush. I'm gonna put down this fan brush. I'm gonna have a number 1 3-bit shape. Okay, now let's take a look. We are going to set a little bit darker color. I get a little red, right? I'm only using 3 primary color plus titanium white. Okay, have a little bit darker color like that. There you go. Putting a little bit color over here. A little bit more color. And you can, if the color looks like a little dry, one way you can do it is to slow a little bit when you move the brush. Or you're gonna have a little medium that it going a little bit into the canvas a little bit more. Okay, here you go, like this. And I have another shape coming over here. I'm gonna add a very little gamsol, so it would coming a little bit deeper. Okay, I have a little line over here, like that. That's good. I'm gonna fine tune the tree a little bit, like over here. Here you go. Putting it down. Here you go. Moving it. That's good. All right, getting there. I'm gonna get a little bit gamsol. Still, okay. Now I'm gonna have very thin tree, very thin line coming over here. Here you go. Take a look, and here, and a little bit red color. Otherwise, is a little bit too cool. Okay. If some area the color too thick, the line too thick, it's okay. We can shrink it a little bit later. Like that. There you go. That's good. It's coming on over here. That's good. Now we're gonna set a little line also from here. That coming up and up over here. And then from the top coming down. Okay, let's see. Not too dark, but I'm gonna have it coming over here. Okay, that's good. Just use the side of the brush, coming down like that. Okay, that's good. A little line over here. Pretty soft, and the bottom a little bit thicker. You might think about, oh, you ruin the texture. No. We are coming back to reduce some of the line, that texture. Okay, here you go. I'm gonna have a little bit darker at the bottom over here. That's good. Now start setting some suggestions for the detail of the tree. Over here, I'm gonna have this a little bit darker. Okay, over here, have a little shape like that. A little shape coming over here, a little bit darker over here. And actually, in fact, I'm gonna paint a little darker color next to the tree to make the tree pop, to create a negative shape for the tree. Okay, like that. That's good. You don't want to make all the dark color on this area because this is not really the closest to us. Okay, have a little big shape like that coming through. That's good. What we have here is pretty good already. Okay, set a little bit like that. That's good. Now, very nice. And middle over here, I'm gonna have a little bit gray color because it needs to showing a little bit thicker, right? A little thicker, but that's too green. Get a little red color into it. That's just good, like that. So I'm gonna use the side brush. Here you go. I'm gonna make it feeling a little bit more thicker area, thicker tree. I'm gonna come back to also give a little bit more lighter shape. A little bit later, so showing the branches actually covering. Well, we have to make this whole area a little bit thicker, all connecting together. Okay, over here too. I'm gonna have that color. Here you go, like that. So it's great to see a little red color actually seeing through. It's interesting. Okay, here you go. Okay, that this is better grouping. on this side already. That's good. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna come back here to reform a little line. Okay, get a little bit red color. Okay, mix with this. That's good, like that. And here you go. And this shape. A little bit darker. Have a little bit blue. And here you go. It's better. Okay, that's better. Okay, now come back here to reform a little bit of this tree. Okay, the bottom over here. Of course, it should be a little bit thicker. Okay, here you go. Okay, a little bit more shape like that. Okay, a little bit line over here. Seeing that. Okay, that's good. Okay, a little bit shape over here too. A little bit shape. Okay, a little bit more clear. Okay, good. Now showing a little bit those thin line coming up. Here you go. Okay, I think that is way too much. So I'm gonna even covering some of them. So now I'm gonna go into the tree in a little bit distance. So I'm gonna separate the color in here with here, right? This is a little bit closer to us. So I'm going to, even though the distance is not that much, but you still want to have a little bit away. So a little bit more blue, maybe. And take a look. And that's probably the color. I'm going to take a look here. And here you go. Like that. Here you go. A little bit. Branches. That's good. You don't want to do too much. Okay, like that. That's good. Okay, that's good. And a little big grouping at the gray over here. That's almost there. Now have a little big line coming over here. A little straight line over here too. Okay, I'm gonna get a little bit suggestions of thin line. So I'm gonna shape that brush a little bit thinner. Okay, like that. So let's see. That's good. A little bit, but that's definitely a little bit too thick. So I'm gonna shrink the color. Okay, I'm gonna use the white color. Okay, I'm gonna make it shrink a little bit. Here you go. That's good. Now I'm gonna have some white color over here too, like that. A little white shape. That's good. I have a little white shape over here. That's good. Nice opening. Okay, a little bit light shape over here too. Texture. Very important. Okay. I'm gonna have some light shape in between. Okay, here you go. Okay, and that's good. You're gonna have a little light shape for the little tree, the branches suggesting right in between here. Okay, you see that already have some interesting. Now I'm going to have a little bit white shape, but it's not really pure white. Now I'm going to mix this with a little bit gray color, and here you go. Now I'm going to use this sideway. Now I'm going to suggesting, here you go. There's some of the details, the light shape actually in front of. We already done this a couple times already. So this every time we give a little bit more emphasis. Okay, that's good. Now that's definitely bring the illusion, the impression of the tree that closer to us. And I'm gonna have it even a little bit lighter right here. Just take the light color like that. Let's get a little bit like that. Let's see that. That's the texture. Okay, that's good. Like that. Okay. Over here. Okay, have some going over. Just very loosely. Just use just the side of the brush like that. Here you go. It's pretty nice. I think there's somewhere a little bit too much. Let's just soften that a little bit. Okay, a little bit light color over there. A little bit light color over there. Okay, we'll come back to do that a little bit more later. Okay, that at the bottom over here have some shape coming through over here. That's good. Okay, now we're looking at the tree at the front over here. Now first, now I'm going to have a little snow covering the bottom of this. Okay, here you go. That's all we need to look for is to some light shape. We're all looking for shape, 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 and that's most important. Okay, that's good. Now I'm going to give a little suggestions of the snow shape and middle over here. So step on it. That's good. Here you go. A little bit more clear shape. Right, now I'm going to give a little suggestions of the tree at the front. Now I'm going to take a look at this very much the color, right? A little bit warmer color. I'm going to have this that showing the soft color of the tree that has no snow cover. That is a little bit like that. That is very soft. Over here too, I'm gonna have this actually the one of the branches and going off over here. This is good, right? So it's not hot. Just put a little bit warm color over there, and it would create that illusion. It's not hot at all, but you see it, you analyze it. If you analyze it in the same way as I analyze it, and with the same process, same step, you very much come to similar conclusion and action. And that is the result in a similar quality of painting. Okay, like that. That's good. And take a look on this side. I'm gonna have a little bit red coming into here. That's good. Like that. Here you go. That's good. Oh, beautiful. Like that. And coming down over here. I can get rid of this. I'll review that a little bit later. Okay. That's beautiful. Like that. Now I'm gonna give some suggestions of the tree in the back over here with some even darker color. So there's red and the blue color, and that making it very dark. I'm kind of coming up over here. There you go. There you go. Like that. It's pretty good. Now I'm going to building up the detail by having the lighter shape, because the lighter shape, it is what is the snow covered small branches. So let's take a look. First, we're going to take the white mixed with the blue color. We already have the blue color over here, but get a little bit more like that. And have a little red color. We have that red and yellow color. Make a little gray. Like that, this first. Not using just the white. Okay, using this color. And we're gonna come back with a little lighter color for the emphasis a little bit later. Here you go. Now, take a look. And some line coming over here like this. Here you go. And some line coming on this side. Okay. Make sure you have enough paint in a brush, or we're not going to be able to maintain the line. Okay, that's good. Like this. Turn around. And here you go. Have some color also coming over here in the back. That's good. A little bit lighter. Now I'm going to come very low the paint. Let's take a look and have some color like that. There's the snow. Okay. And like that. That's good. Now I'm going to come in on this side. Here you go. Have some line shape, light shape over here. I'm going to have a little bit on here too, and seeing that in the background over here. A little bit subtle, so you can see that. So you go. Don't make it solid. Some people like to, when they discover one color, they have to like spread it to everywhere. It's not necessary. Okay. Now this is the foundation color, and there you go. Gonna have this color going on to showing that's the shape from the tree at the front. Okay. Now we're gonna have some sharper color. I'm gonna use a smaller brush. Okay, I'm gonna use this very, very tiny. It's already losing most of the hair. Okay, now I'm gonna take just the white color. Now here we go. And I'm gonna have a little bit lighter. Here you go, a little bit lighter. Look again. Here you go, a little bit lighter. Okay, here we go. Like that. Okay, now getting more interesting, more layering over here. That's all right. Little line coming over here. Little line coming this side. Making sure, watch out, you don't want it to have two are parallel. Okay, like this. There we go. And a little bit line coming over here. You can make something up if you feel like I need a line over there, and put it there. Or maybe something is I don't want something over there, even it's there. I'm gonna put a little somewhere a little bit thicker. Somewhere a little bit thicker, like that. There you go. Texture. It's very important. Okay, one of the ingredients of oil painting. That's texture. Okay, I think that's have enough. I'm gonna have something maybe a little bit lower. Okay, maybe a little bit lower like this. That's good enough. Okay, same thing over here. I'm gonna add even a little few more for the snow covering. Okay, a little bit few more. Now, here we go. A little bit few more. Here we go. That's good. A little bit covering the row. And now, here you go. Oh, I like that shape. And now I'm gonna have a little bit thicker for the snow over here. I'm gonna have that. Just use the side of the brush. Spread it. That's good. Spread it. Beautiful. Like coming over here. And now I see a little bit snow coming like that. Here we go. That's good. That's good. That's good. And I'm gonna have a little gray color. I'm gonna come back with this brush. Have a little gray color. Take that little gray color over here. I'm gonna soften that and the edge over here. Don't want to have this so hard. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's good. I like the pad, the suggestion of the pad. I'm gonna make this a little bit softer. That's good. I'm gonna have a couple white snow and suggesting on the row over here. Like that. So I don't want it to have a little bit over soft. Okay, that's good. Now take a look at something over here. We're gonna have a little bit of this cooler snow suggestions. I'm gonna have that coming down over here. Here you go. String that line a little bit thinner at the same time. Okay, that's good. Like that. And then I'm going to emphasize that white shape right behind this. Okay, that's good. Keep like that. I'm going to have a little bit gray line. I'm going to take that gray line. Here you go. Some line over here. That's good. Some gray line over here, from here, all the way coming in. That's good. You don't have to do what the reference dictates you, okay? But you're gonna pick something that looks interesting and serves you. That little line this way. Okay, some line over here. I take a look all the way. I'll make it a little bit thicker. Okay, here we go. Like that. Okay, that's pretty good. Like that. Let's see, is that enough details? Okay, maybe one more. Okay, that's a little bit darker. Okay, here we go. A little bit red. If you just the blue, maybe too cold. Okay. Here we go. Coming down. Refill the color. Okay, like that. Okay, I think that's good. For the tree at the front over here, we definitely want to move the sign. I don't want the sign over there, so I'm gonna ignore that totally. I'm gonna have a little bit snow coming over here. I'm gonna have a little thicker color, actually showing that parked up the tree over here. Okay, maybe a little bit too much, as that can be belong to the back. Okay, that's good. Let's take a look at over here. I'm gonna have a little lighter shape. Here you go. A little bit more organized, like this. I'm gonna have a little big shade coming over here. A little bit organized on this side, like that. That's good. There you go. Okay. And let's see. I'm gonna have a little bit toned down a little bit gray color in here. You see that there's a little bit too much white. I'm gonna tone that down a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna have a little bit warmer. You can have a little bit warmer over here too. And have a little bit yellow color. A little bit brighter. It's okay. Okay. Look again before you continue painting. Okay, that's good. Over here, I'm gonna have a little bit brown color here too. Okay, we want to keep the texture. You don't want to have one color as it keep going, and ruin everything else, make it look flat, right? Some area should be flat, like usually in the distance, a little bit flat. But when it's closer to us, we want it a little bit more clear. I'm gonna even have a little bit darker color. I'm gonna just the red with the blue color. Here you go. I have a little bit darker color right here. Like that. A little bit darker color over here. Like that. That's good. A little dark color suggestions right here. Okay, let's see. On the bottom over here, I'm gonna have a little texture. There you go. Like that. Ooh, I like that. Like that, a little accident. That's good. I'm gonna have a little bit texture also at the bottom over here. Okay. Now I think on the side over here, we do need to give a little bit lighter on the tree over here. Okay, let me see. Is that enough? Okay, that's good. So that this tree feeling a little bit richer, a little bit more details. Okay, it's just all it need to suggest the space. Okay, now I'm gonna have a little bit suggestions for the little gap in between the different trees. Okay, that's good. Like that. I even have a little bit brown color. I have a small tree at the front. So I'm gonna take this and a little bit yellow. Okay, that's good. Maybe a little bit dark color. Mix it into it. A little bit red. Okay, here you go. When I have this, I have a little tree coming down over here. Like that. That's good. That's good. And continue, let it coming up. Okay. Alright, let's see. Do we get the big colors compositions correctly? Like this, one layer in the back, there's the middle one, there's the front. Right. I'm gonna have a little bit more red color actually getting into the tree over here. Okay, that's okay. We can punch that a little bit more. And a little bit over here, suggesting they're actually covering the tree. Okay, like that. That's okay. Now let's see. I'm gonna focusing on the big relationship again. Now I'm gonna have a little bit more gray. I think it's a little bit too much blue. A little bit gray. Okay, even a little bit red, like that. I'm gonna take a look at the color in the back over here. Think about a very soft shape, okay? Texture, create that. Okay, a little bit like that, and then I think this can come down a little bit, cover a little bit. That's a little bit too much. Okay, I think that's good. I'm gonna keep that a little shape over there. Okay. All right, I'm gonna have a little bit softer, and take a look. And over on this side, coming to here. Now let's take a look, and this color can go a little bit too much yellow, too bright in the background. Okay, a little bit like that, a little bit organized. That's good. So when you are painting a landscape painting, it's not about painting the object or say the thing, and it's mostly is represent your feeling of layer and also the information that you're gathering and reorganize how you're going to how you want it, right? This over here, I'm gonna have that, make it a little bit gray by having a little brown color into here. Just tap on it like that, a little bit over here too. So take a look, and a little bit over here. Ooh, very nice, right? So definitely pull this a little bit closer to us. Okay, like that. Okay, and now over here, that looks very nice. I think over here we can organize that a little bit. I think that's a little bit too rough. Okay, here you go. And that's good. And over here we can make it a little bit softer, like that. That's good. Right. Okay, it looks like it needs a little shade like this, because that line a little bit too thin. Okay. And maybe the front over here, I'm gonna have a little bit feeling of reflection. So I'm gonna get a little bit blue. I'm gonna mix the color. Mix the final color right here. You see that little bit blue, like that. Okay, a little bit color over here. Okay, that may be too much. I'm gonna come back here with a little red color. Then I'm gonna have a little bit lighter. And after I do this, and softly blend a little bit. I want to make this a little bit dimmer at the front over here. Okay. As I'm going to make it a little bit brown. Okay, take a little red. Okay, let's see. A little bit brown, a little bit warmer. Here you go. Those require a little special attention, a little detail over here. Now here we go. I'm gonna have that a little bit lighter. Coming over here, I'm gonna get a little white color. Here you go. There you go. Based on that color, I'm gonna make that a little bit lighter. Here we go. That's good. Okay. A little bit lighter color over here. Okay. Now take a look at the path, the row over here. I'm gonna move that over here. Make sure that is connected. A little bit more clear. That's good. Now, doesn't need a lot. Okay, the side over here. Okay, now the roll look a little bit better, a little bit lighter, a little bit more flat, interesting. I'm also gonna have this a little light color over here and cross over like that. A little bit more, make it a little bit more interesting. Okay. So if you like oil painting, please share the video with all your friends. I saw some member put it on Instagram and did mention about the channel, and hopefully everyone would do that just with a couple minutes promotion and help us to make this a strong channel. Okay, here like that, have a little bit more, and also have some color coming into that shape. Divide the shape a little bit. Okay, that's good. You go a little bit, divide the shape. Okay, if you look for some information, the information is there. If you're not aware of or not even want to look for the information, it's not there, right? So very much like, can I see some warm color over there? But you have to first think about, I need some warm color, but I need some evidence over there. And I'm going to look for the evidence in the reference. And interesting enough, it's there. It just, if you don't look for it, it's not there. Can I have a little bit darker color? A little bit red. Here you go. Okay, that's good.